Royal Arsenal.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Everybody, it's the Kitty G. We're back again. Alan, don't worry, man. Say whatever you got to say. What were you going to say?
I said, has anyone got Arsenal down for a Royal Arsenal pin?
There you go. I don't know if anyone's picked Arsenal to win, even myself. No, I don't see anyone going for Arsenal win. I got one guy saying Chelsea 4. What? Okay, let's get the show going, guys. Welcome back. How is everybody doing? Moderators, do me a favor in the chat. Sort out this guy who keeps posting some madness. And yeah, big up to Neeks and Alan who've joined the gang. They're going to be part of the predictions. They're going to be part of the prediction show. And we're going to be doing this every single week, every single Premier League week, because obviously Arsenal not in Europe, so I need to do something else. so that's why I started this. But yeah, we got Mohammed here, who's the Chelsea fan representing Chelsea. Husam's going to be on his way. But just before he gets started and he even gets here, I just want to say, first week was an epic fail for a couple of us guys.
I don't want to talk about it, guys. I don't want to talk about it. It's been a bad week.
It's been a bad week for a couple of us guys. We tried our best, but you know, Husam was on top with 10 points, right?
No,
Patrick and myself were near to second. We tried our best there, but the main guy who came out on top was Husam. Husam not only came out on top, but he was clear of everybody almost double. I was the closest person next to him with 5 points. Patrick got 4 points. And Mohammed got 3 points. So it shouldn't be that difficult to catch up to thing. And here he is, look, drinking his tea, chilling, relaxing. He knows what he did.
Can he stop smiling? Sam, stop smiling, bro. Why are you smiling? I love this.
Put some respect on my name.
Week 1 results.
Guys, stop the count. Stop. Like, can we restart though, man?
No, we can't. Just because you lost.
Okay.
Listen,
guys,
stop acting
guys,
like. Let me explain something to you. Stop acting like you care about Neeks and Alan. You don't.
There's 2 ways to do this. Either we can give weekly winners 3 points, and the person who comes second 1 point, so it's fair for the new guys, or we can just keep it as 10 points and cumulative the whole year.
Keep it as
Keep it easier. Come on.
Okay,
just so you guys know, yeah, Neeks, Alan, I fought for you guys, innit? I fought tooth and nail.
That's a lie. That's a lie.
Yeah. I'm doing this for you guys, yeah, nobody else. Not for myself, not because I have 3 points. Ignore that stuff.
And if you miss a video, you don't get punished. You can still send in your predictions, right?
Okay.
But if your predictions are right, you still get it. So if you guys need to miss a video, just let me know. Put in your predictions still, but they have to be submitted before the first game week, or else they're zeros. Okay. Cool. And winter break, this is going to be a lot tougher. We all know it will be. But yeah, let's get the show rolling. You already know what it is. We got Husam here, Liverpool fan. We got Mo here, Chelsea fan. We got Neeks, Man United fan. We got Alan, Spurs fan. And we got Patrick, Man City fan. Guys, how you guys doing? How's your first week?
Better than yours.
There you go.
I was gonna say everyone got a win, but they didn't, did they? So
Igal, don't you find it ironic how you and Patrick are next to each other on the screen? I'm finding that really ironic as well, to be honest.
It's all good. It's all good. We'll see this week. It's all good.
I was the only one who predicted a Spurs victory, by the way, Alan.
Yeah,
just so
did,
you know, I was the only one who predicted Spurs victory.
Even I didn't.
And you know, this is why I'm in first place. You know, you have to take risks. Come on, man.
There you go. Husam, do me a favor. Mo, do me a favor. Put your predictions in the private chat if you haven't already done that. And we're going to get the show started the right way. First game we're going to be talking about is Burnley Liverpool. But before we do that, let's just go back to last week. Patrick, what the hell happened?
I don't know, man. We're cursed, aren't we? We go to the Spurs Stadium, the new one. We've never scored a goal. How painful is that? We've never scored any goal in the new Spurs. Mohammed is laughing. We've never scored a goal in the new Spurs Stadium. I don't know if Jose Mourinho put some juju in that stadium and said, make sure that they will never score again. Look, it's the same game we play. We go to Spurs away at the new stadium. We play them off the park either for 20 minutes or the first half. Then the same guy, I hate him at this point now. Son always scores against Man City. We make him look so good. It's always against Man City. So I had a feeling, though, when I saw Mendy. I hate that guy. When I saw Mendy in the left-hand side, I knew Spurs were going to attack that side. And guess what? All the attack, all the heat map for Spurs was at the left-hand side. They made sure they attacked that side, and they succeeded. Look, fair play to Spurs. If that's the way they play against City and Pep never learns, it is what it is. But as I said, most of our players were not that sharp. Our preseason has been bad. I've been watching United's preseason, amazing. They've been playing good games. I watched Liverpool's preseason. They played so many games, and I watched Chelsea's and other people while we were busy playing with people like Barnsley, with kids. So you know what? It is what it is. If you don't prepare to succeed, you prepare to fail. So we'll see what's going to happen this week.
Okay, there you go. Alan, you already. Debut is amazing. Your team won against City. You're going up again. You got everything going your way. You're laughing.
I am. It sounds like a lot of excuses come from the most expensive football team in the world.
I love it. Carry on, Alan.
But no, to be fair, I wasn't expecting that. You know, it was good to probably play him first, but we've had a bad summer because of the whole Harry Kane saga and a new team, a new manager, a new system, and everything like that. So everyone's had their ups and downs. So I just take the L, and you can take the L, and we'll move on. Yeah, that's fine. And Son's world class. No, he's not. He's
okay.
close.
Can I ask Alan? What did you think about that?
I was going to ask you, Neeks, about Manchester United. Forget about Spurs, Man City.
Well, I was
How the hell did Bruno and Pogba? First of all, Pogba is historic. Don't forget what you said. Historic. He made history. You know the other players who were on that list? Majority of them are Arsenal players.
Yeah, one of them was Dennis Bergkamp.
You got
when you used to be good.
Santi Cazorla. Am I not mistaken? There's also another one. Reyes. Just saying.
When you used to be good. Long gone are those days. No, it wasn't
going to talk about Brentford, guys. Let's continue.
it was a historic performance because you don't often get 4 assists in one game. I think, did Harry Kane get 4 for Son last year against Southampton? I don't know if it was 4 official assists or 4 FPL assists. I can't remember, but
I think he got 4. Yeah, 4 assists in the game. The game against Southampton. I think he did.
So for me, it was a brilliant way to start the season. Our 2 main guys who we're going to have to, if we're going to challenge for the league properly, them 2 are going to have to be on form for the whole season. We can't just have one or the other, people coming in and out. So to start with 4 assists and then a hat trick from the other, bloody hell, I was just happy. The sun was out as well on the Saturday afternoon. I could enjoy it. The Friday night was already a good start for my weekend. I'm not going to explain why. We all know Mr. over there. But the Saturday afternoon, that just set me up. Whatever the result after that, whoever was playing, I didn't care. Liverpool, you can win. Chelsea, you can win. I don't care. We beat Leeds 5-1, and we're sitting pretty at the top of the table.
There you go. I was going to go to Hussam and Chelsea and Liverpool next. So, Mo, you tell me, were you nervous at any point in that Chelsea game?
And I'll be honest in saying no. But I'm someone that looks always at the lineup. The lineup usually instills very good confidence in me, or it makes me oh damn it, I don't know why this guy's starting, that guy's starting. So I can be negative about the starting lineup. Generally speaking, the only thing I wanted from that Crystal Palace game was a victory, which is why even last week when I predicted my result, I said to you it was going to be a tough game for us. Well, the result clearly shows that it wasn't. And we should have apparently had a lot more goals than what we did. And generally speaking, all I cared was about having a good start because I understood what the limitations for the squad was. We played less than 72 hours before that in that Super Cup final. And there was just a lot of things that going into that game had me worried about fitness and all of that stuff. At the end of the day, the result is what mattered. We've had a good start. Everyone seems to be doing well, except for one team, of course, that played on Friday. Other than that, it's been good, man. I'm happy. I'm excited. And it's going to be a good weekend for us. Sunday is going to be my first game in the Premier League that I get to go to. Emirates, I'm coming for you, man. I'm coming for you, man.
All right. Hussam, I'm going to go to you. I watched Mo Salah's performance, and you know what? I'm just jealous. That guy, he's a baller, man.
I think Mo Salah, absolutely incredible footballer. I just have to say I'm really disappointed in Alan. I thought he'll stick it to Patrick more, but the usual Spurs small club mentality thing, I didn't expect it and all. I wanted him to say it with his chest. We beat City, we smashed City. That's what I wanted to hear. But he let me down. Anyway, Alan, I'm allowing you this time.
I'm classier.
Yeah. Whatever. Listen, Liverpool, we did what we're supposed to do. We beat Norwich. Obviously, I was expecting Suarez to put in a lone move just for that 90 minutes, but he didn't. We just did our thing. Usual, typical Liverpool class, and we just destroyed Norwich off the pitch. So, yeah, comfortable win, as I predicted.
Okay.
The mighty Norwich.
Can I say something, guys?
The mighty Leeds
against Brentford was a disgrace. The Premier League should never let us play that game with 4 COVID cases in our team prior to the game. They knew about it. They still let us play. They tested the whole entire team. And something you guys don't know: Runnerson, Willian, Aubameyang, and Lacazette all stayed home because they all tested positive for COVID, reported by the club today. So in that case, should Arsenal have even played that game against Brentford? I know we lost, and we shouldn't have lost, but we shouldn't have never even had that game played.
Why? Last season, teams had to play when people got out with COVID.
Man City played. Man City
didn't play.
Liverpool played.
Yeah, look at the cup with Liverpool Villa. Villa had to play their kids.
Yeah.
That's true.
Egal. Let's take the COVID away, but let's still banter you for the sake of banter. I know you've come up with that story, but let us banter you still. I lost, but you lost.
Okay. Everyone, say what you gotta say. We got 4 more minutes. Get it out, and then
we'll start with Alan, the Spurs fan, maybe.
Start with Alan.
He's having his McDonald's drink, bro.
Alan, say to their chat.
Alan is enjoying his drink, bro. Leave him.
What was that?
Alan, you go first. On the Brentford game.
What? I just don't look down, so I only look above. So I've got nothing to focus on.
He's using my line again.
No, in all honesty, it's an embarrassment. And you know the worst part about it? Nobody was surprised Arsenal lost.
Nah.
A lot of people probably made a decent amount of money if you do bet and had a little gamble, a little flutter on Brentford, because going to that game, I think even Arsenal fans, even the most optimistic Arsenal fan, felt this is the day. We can sense it. We're the opening game of the Premier League season. Everybody's going to be watching us against newly promoted Brentford, first time in the Premier League. It's just written that Arsenal's going to lose. So we saw it coming. And I think that just tells you how far Arsenal's fallen.
Neeks, I predicted the Brentford win. Like that's how. Just to add on to your point. Listen, promoted team, Arsenal toothless, zero mentality as usual. Brentford come on up. They're excited. They're energetic. They're gonna give it their all. The Brentford stadium is rocking. Brentford win. I predicted it. Whether Aubameyang and Lacazette played or not, I think Brentford win that game regardless.
To be fair, guys, did I not say that this was set up for the failure for Arsenal before the game?
You did, but that's just, because you've had a bad summer. Let's be frankly honest. You've been complaining about transfers the whole summer. So, there was no confidence, really.
Yeah.
Be honest, Gal.
Oh, by the way, Gal, I just saw something. I don't know if it's true. Apparently, you guys, if you close up Ramsdale, you'll be the club that has spent so much money just this period. So, big up to you and your owners.
Big up to the Cronkies and spending their money.
Yeah. They're spending the money, guys. You should not have an issue with the Cronkies. They're spending money.
Yeah. The problem is the manager, not the Cronkies. The Cronkies need to stay, man. They're doing a brilliant job.
Guys,
what I will say,
I will say something. At this point, I've realized that it's untenable to continue with Mikel Arteta as manager long term. At this point, it's just they need to figure out what they're gonna do. If there's gonna be a transition of power, if they're gonna make changes outside with his coaching staff, something needs to be fixed, because we're gonna lose against Chelsea and Man City, and he's still going to be in the job. We could be 20th after 3 weeks, and still no managerial change.
Look at me.
Can I just say this? Like, Igal, I was really on Friday. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I'm not going to lie to you that. Like, I enjoyed the result. I enjoyed the hell out of that game. I was doing spaces just before the game, and when I found out Aubameyang and Lacazette are not playing, I said Arsenal were losing. That immediately I already knew, right? The fact of the matter is, as soon as I enjoyed all of my banter and did everything I needed to do, my first thought was damn, my thoughts are with the people from Arsenal that I know. Igal, Lisa, Melina, Willie, the whole people, bro.
My thoughts are with the people of Rwanda. I thought I would have people of Rwanda because they're not getting no visitors at all. Arsenal at that moment.
Oh, you guys seen that? The
Paul
Rwanda
Kagame
president
is not
came out
happy.
and said, "This is mediocrity." He sounds like he's gonna.
Yeah.
Bro,
we don't
look at what Neeks is saying. You're wearing visit Rwanda. Who's going to look at Arsenal and visit Rwanda? No one. Rwanda's getting 0 visitors this season.
They're going to go Uganda instead. They're going Uganda.
Oh my God. Okay, guys, enough about that. We are past the 15-minute mark now. Enough about reviews. Let's go into the first one. Burnley versus Liverpool. Burnley versus Liverpool, a lot of us have done predictions. And you know what? Since a lot of our predictions are very similar, literally my prediction, Hussein's prediction, Alan's prediction, Neeks' predictions are all, and even Mo's predictions are all the same. So I'm going to start with Patrick. Patrick, what's your prediction for this game?
2-1 to Burnley.
Why?
Nah, Patrick, you're hating. I swear to God, you're hating.
No, let me speak. Burnley always have.
Igal, why are you letting someone in the bottom half of the table speak first? I don't think that's how things work. Shouldn't you let the fan of the club speak first so he speaks sense instead of hate?
No. You know what?
It's favoritism for everyone in the bottom half.
You know what? I went through this banter last season when we were 13th with United fans and Liverpool fans at work. But when City went up top, everybody disappeared. They were not on the shifts with me, never showed up at pubs. They were gone. I'll be here for you. I'll be here for you if it happens. Okay, look, I think Burnley have got Liverpool's number and they struggle against Liverpool struggle against Burnley. So I feel a 2-1. I'm telling you, I just feel it in my bones. Not out of hate. Burnley are going to beat Liverpool 2-1 at Anfield. Mark that.
I think
guys, why is he wrong?
Let me. Can I just go because he's triggered me? I can't lie. Let me just say this whole thing about Liverpool. Burnley have Liverpool's number. In the last 5 games, we've lost to them once. So much for having our number. Obviously, after losing to them at Anfield in the worst run in the club's history that has ever happened at Anfield, we went to their stadium last season, beat them 3-0 in their own backyard when fans were there. So I don't understand how in a packed Anfield with fans, with our entire starting 11 fit, somehow Burnley are going to beat us 2-1. Like I just don't understand that. There's no sense, no logic behind it whatsoever. We beat them 3-0 last season. The season before did the double over them. Same with the season before that. So I don't think they have our number at all. I think obviously last season during the worst run ever, we just lost to them even narrowly by 1-0, and we were dominating that game as well. We just missed chances.
Oh, did you lose to them last season?
Yeah, 1-0.
At home.
That's it.
At home.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
what do you mean exactly? That does not mean you have someone's number. Having someone's number is beating them 3-4 games in a row, not beating them once in 5. Like, bro, zero common sense, zero logic. But anyway, this is what you expect from a fan of a team who's never won the Champions League. This is just the level.
I did this purposely just to trigger you. I did this.
Listen. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Listen. Real football men know. You're Patrick. You're missing out on 1 point minimum if you're not predicting Liverpool win. So, you're gonna be in the relegation zone like your club next week. So I don't know.
Trust me, Sean Dice is going to do this for me. I'm telling you, we'll be here next week, and it'll be Burnley has won.
Okay, I'll make a bet with you right now. If Liverpool beat Burnley, you'll come on here, go full screen, and sing "You'll Never Walk Alone." Okay? Deal?
Oh,
he can't put his money where his mouth is. He can't.
Okay. Hussam, let me just say this, guys. For the record, Alan, what was your prediction?
3-0 Liverpool.
Neeks, what was your prediction?
3-0 Liverpool.
Mo, what was your prediction?
3-0 Liverpool.
Hussam, what was your prediction?
3-0 Liverpool.
My prediction was 3-0 Liverpool. We did this before the stream for a reason, so no one can change it live on stream.
Either he's going to be really smart and get it right, or he's just going to be like Man City, another loser. It's fine. That's all it's going to
be. You were keeping that one. He was definitely keeping that one. I saw you.
Patrick, if Burnley win and the score line is exactly as you said it is, literally, that is ridiculous. You should be putting money on that. That's ridiculous. That is never going to happen.
Never gonna happen.
I contemplated one thing. Like I contemplated at one point, I'm like, will Burnley get a goal in this game? We already know they're going to lose. Are they just going to get a goal? Then I thought about Liverpool's defense, and I was like, yo, Matip and Van Dijk are both in that centre back, but yeah, never mind. They're not scoring a damn thing, bro. It's over.
There you go. All right. Next game, Aston Villa Newcastle. Just for the record, I'm gonna read out the scores. So you got mine, which is 2-2 for Newcastle. Sam? Who do you have?
I put Villa 3-0 victory over Newcastle. I think Villa
by the way,
Newcastle.
How the hell are you guys allowing me to say 2-2 Newcastle? It's a draw. Okay, so you said 3-0, Sam?
Yeah, 3-0 to Villa. Absolute destruction. That's what I expect.
Okay, Mo?
I said 2-1 Villa, and I still think they're working out the kinks in that team, so it'll be very interesting. But Saint Maximin is looking fire, so I can't see Villa not conceding in this game at least.
Too much Villa love. Okay, Neeks?
4-2 Villa.
Wow.
Yeah, I think Newcastle, I think they conceded the highest, David would love this, the highest XG last week, even more than Leeds. Yeah, as you mentioned, they got St. Maximum, they've got Callum Wilson, so I think they will score goals. Watford beat Villa 3-2, wasn't it? So I think it's going to be a high scoring game, 4-2 Villa.
Okay.
Interesting.
Alan.
I've got Villa at 2-0. I think Newcastle away from home aren't as good as they are at home, so I don't see them scoring. I think Villa will bounce back from last week. So,
and Patrick?
2-0.
Okay, I'm going 3 Villa, Newcastle 2. I think regardless of the fact that Villa win this game, it's not going to be as easy as everyone thinks. I think that Villa team is still trying to gel together. I also have a small feeling, this is just me, just a shout out. This Villa team might end up as that Fulham team. You know, the Fulham team that bought everybody.
Yeah.
This might end up that way. I mean, might start laughing at it. I just have this other small feeling.
Your feeling is wrong. Just like your feeling about Burnley, Liverpool.
Remember, Patrick, this is their third year in the Premier League. That Fulham just came up and they spent all that money. So
exactly.
No, there's just something about it that, you know, when you go
more time on Villa, but they're irrelevant. So let's keep moving.
Okay,
they're bigger than Arsenal. They won the Champions League.
They're irrelevant. Okay, so you just mentioned XG, right? The team with the most XT, and if you don't know what XT is, go figure it out. Its expected threat is actually Brentford against Arsenal. They literally had more expected threat than Arsenal last game.
It was, Gal, that wasn't hard, mate. Let's be honest.
That wasn't hard at all. So Brentford versus Crystal Palace. Personally, after them beating us, I just said, you know what? Surely they can't go and lose to Crystal Palace the following week. So I'm picking Brentford 2-1. What about yourself, Patrick?
3-1. Brentford 3, Palace 1.
Wow. Okay, Alan?
I've got it at 2-2. I just think I think Brentford will obviously pose a threat because they're really well organised and a good attacking team. Palace are at home. Although it's with Vieira, I think they have a point to prove under the manager. So I think it'll be just a high-scoring game, and I think it will be a draw.
Okay. Neeks, you also have a draw.
Yeah, I've got 1-1. I just think, the first game of the season, of course, Brentford are up, they're at home, etc. You know, we spoke about that already. Yeah. Palace lost their first game. They're not going to want to lose a second game at home in front of their own fans. I can't see them. I can't see them losing at home to Brentford. Brentford win their first 2 games. First time in the Premier League. That is huge. So I'm going to go draw.
Okay. Mo?
Yeah, I've gone with a Brentford win, guys. And I generally think just the momentum of that first game and just the football that they play, I'll be very honest, I think they're a team that are being really underestimated, especially because it's their first season in the Premier League. They're a team to watch this year. I won't say they won't have a relegation battle necessarily, but in terms of the football that they play, the flexibility that they have, there's something to be said about this team. I think Palace have a lot of signings to try and gel together, and it's going to be a bit of pressure to try and get at least a win in this game. But I just see that Brentford will probably nick this one. So 2-1 Brentford.
Okay, and the guru himself has gone against everybody. Sam? Who'd you pick?
I went for Palace win. Palace 2-1 against Brentford. People are giving Brentford too much credit. It was just that Arsenal are shit and toothless. That's why Brentford won. That has nothing to do with Brentford's amazingness. They scored a goal from a throw-in and stuff, Rory Delap style. So I'm not worried about Brentford at all. I think Brentford get relegated as well this season. So they just came up to just embarrass Arsenal. I think that's honestly what they came in to do. They're going to go back down. Palace, listen. Full Selhurst Park, first home game of the season. Incredible new signings, as you guys said. Whether they're going to gel or not does not matter. Vieira as their manager, I think they beat Brentford by 2-1. Brentford probably score a long throw-in goal as well again.
Right.
Yeah,
I've got Palace going
so
down.
much he started
I've got
coughing.
Palace relegated this year.
Now, Osam, I'm telling you right now, if this scoreline ends up being right in your side, yeah, you've got an inside source and I need to know about it, bro. I'm just letting you know.
Yo, you know what he's doing? I don't think he did this on purpose. He literally is honest. He sent it to me, but like it's crazy how everything is against us. It's crazy.
Nah, I did not read any of your score lines. I just want to say one thing with the relegation battle. I think we all need to manifest Burnley relegation because that would make the entire league better. We just need Burnley relegated. We need that shit club to rock in the championship.
I like Burnley because I know they're gonna rough up Arsenal. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, but all clubs wrap up Arsenal, Neeks. It's not that special anymore, bro.
Exactly,
Okay,
bro.
guys, we need to go back through this quicker. Leeds, Everton. Hussam, you go first this time.
1-1 draw. Obviously, Leeds absolutely embarrassing last week. Did the same exact thing they did when they lost 6-2. I'm just so sick of them. Everton, obviously, under Rafa, playing really well. But packed Elland Road is going to be the difference why this is 1-1 and not an Everton victory. So I'm going for a draw in this one.
Okay. What about yourself, Mo?
I went Leeds 2-1 actually. I think Leeds United at home are not to be underestimated. I think they will bring a different side to what they showed in that first game, which I'm not going to lie to you, I was absolutely shocked that they played that bad. But I don't think Bielsa is going to take it easy on them. I think we're going to see a different Leeds and they're going to pick up 3 points here. So 2-1 Leeds.
Neeks?
I think Coin Toss in the chat has seen my predictions because he's literally gone with pretty much everything I've gone with. And he says it over to before it comes to me. I've gone Leeds 2-2 Everton as well. I think, Leeds weren't great in the last game. It could easily be 1-1 because Rafa's teams don't usually concede many goals, but I think it's going to take a bit of time for him, his ideas to come in. They didn't have a great preseason, but they had a good first game. And I think Leeds at home, they will pose the normal threat that they do. So I'm going to go 2-2.
There you go. Alan?
I've gone 2-1 to Leeds. I think Leeds, after that defeat last week to Man United, they're just going to play their normal way. Everton, I think, are a bit pragmatic under Benitez. That's how we normal style of playing. So I think they'll sit back, and I think Leeds will have a bit too much for them.
Yeah, I don't agree with Alan all the time, but that's the exact same prediction I've gone with. So I'm not going to have to go through mine. He did it so eloquently.
I've got a Gal tax on that. Oh, no.
Yeah, it's a real thing. I rooted for City. I even wore their similar color to City on the day that I was doing the watch along for City Chelsea. Chelsea go and score. I took that shit off and flinged it. Anyways,
wait, did Patrick say? Yeah, go.
No. I was waiting for all your predictions. For this one, I went 2-2. I think Leeds might come out hyped up and try to hit Everton, but I think in the end, Everton will score back, so it will end 2-2. So this is a draw.
Okay,
Patrick, you didn't have any feeling about this game?
It's useless.
Patrick's got a bigger game to worry about. He's got a bigger game to worry about. Let's talk about Norwich, Man City. Yo, what's going on with Gundogan? Help me out. I just have to take him out of my fantasy team.
Wait, did you take him out?
Yeah.
He trained.
He's training.
I took him out because his price is gonna drop. And
he's training. I don't think his price is gonna drop.
It's too late. I
kept him in just in case. I thought let me give him a minute.
Yeah, he's training. Yeah, he's been training.
Okay. So what's going on with City versus Norwich? Everyone's going a slap for Norwich or what?
Yeah, much.
I went 5-1.
4-0.
Okay, everyone just yell out their scores because I see some crazy scores here. I see
4-0.
3-0.
4-0.
Hussam?
4-0. I have a feeling Norwich will win this 2-1.
Neeks?
5-1.
Patrick?
4-1. I think it's payback for
4-0.
If Norwich even get a goal, immediately some of us guys are just out wrong right away.
I'll be shocked. Shocked, man.
I'll be happy. I can't lie.
I think they'll score. It'll be 4-1, as I said. I think they'll score.
Yeah,
I know.
I won't be so surprised if Norwich score.
There's one thing that people are forgetting with Norwich, innit? Like, if you listen to the manager's interview after that game, he made a very key point about the fact that their preseason was horrible because of the different players that were returning at different times, 2 games being cancelled. Like when he broke it down, I was like, shit, this team's going to take a while to get together. Then you look at their fixture list, I'm like, yo, that is daunting to be a Norwich fan. I'm not going to lie.
Man City have to come back after getting slapped about last week. They have to come back fighting, don't they? So
yeah.
You had to get that in, Alan, didn't you?
He's been waiting.
I've been dropping now and again. It's fine.
Okay, are they? Well, let's talk about City for a second. Are they going to get Kane?
I said all summer long they would, but I'm not so sure now.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Are they really going to go for this whole summer and then not end up with the one person they have they signed? Who have they signed this summer?
Grealish.
Oh, it's Grealish. It's Grealish. The one person they didn't need and not going to get the one player they did.
Yeah.
Like,
I know it's going to make us look stupid.
Pep Guardiola literally has the most expensive team and he still cries and I want more money to spend on Harry Kane. It's embarrassing.
We need a striker. Come on, guys. We need a striker. We do need a striker.
This guy is the most hateable manager I've ever seen my entire life. I hate Pep more than I hate Ferguson.
This is an unbiased.
He has to be the funniest liar ever. Do you remember when he said, "We can't replace him. We can't replace him. Next year,
we can't replace Aguero."
That's a masterclass. That's a genius, man. He played you.
I'm so sick of this guy's face. I hope Daniel Parker literally gives him an RKO. Like I just fucking can't stand Pep Guardiola. I hate Pep Guardiola, man.
I keeping it moving to the next one. The next one, guys. I hope we can get through this one quickly because the less said the better about Brighton. The less said the better about Watford. This game is just boring. I think it's going to be a 1-0.
Miguel, why less said the better? They're your competition this season, aren't they?
Yo, Alan, what's going on, bro? You started with a warm up and you're just firing now.
He's trying to.
Alan did not speak when it was Spurs. That's what pissed me off. I wanted him to put his chest on the table, but he didn't. Anyway, we move.
I'm doing it now.
Okay, so guys, what's everyone's score predictions for the Watford, Brighton versus Watford? I picked Brighton 1-0 win.
I went 2-1 Brighton.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got that 2-1 Brighton.
And Patrick.
2-2.
Mo?
Why is Patrick obsessed with this 2-2 thing? I feel like he's been saying 2-2 the whole stream all of a sudden now.
I just said 2-2 in the last game. That's why.
An obsession going on out here, man. Come on, be original out here, bro. I'm with Neeks and Alan, man. I went 2-1 Brighton. I think they'll be the one to win.
And then Hussam?
1-1. I think this is a draw. Brighton still have a goal scoring problem. I'm not gonna say they fixed it. Watford, obviously, they're gonna be very they have momentum on their side. They go away, draw 1-1.
There you go. And then we got some people in the chat saying their piece. Now, moving on to the next game. This one's interesting. Southampton, after the terrible performance they had last week. And you know what? Manchester United, after the great performance they had this week, it's just set up for Manchester United to slap Southampton, in my opinion.
Yeah, champions.
I went with 3-0 Man United. Anyone go with the same score? No? Okay, I'll throw it to Neeks as a United fan. What'd you go with?
I've gone with 2-0. 2-0. I think our back line is, Varane won't start, so it'll be the same back line with David De Gea in goal. So I think it's pretty solid. David De Gea made one save from a long shot against Leeds, and of course they had the one to go. Nothing he could do about that. I think Sancho will probably start. I'm hoping he does. We don't need Dan James for a game like this. And hopefully, maybe a long shot. I'm hoping Van der Beek will get a start in the middle, because it's not going to be a game similar to Leeds where it's back and forth. Southampton are going to sit back more, and by times they're going to try and press us as well. We're going to need someone in the middle who can pass through that press. So I would like to see a Van der Beek, Fred pivot, and Sancho starting as well. 2-0.
There you go. Alan, what did you have?
I've got United winning 3-1. I think Southampton will start fast and go 1-0 up, and then I think Man United will have too much for them.
I don't need no more comebacks, man. I just want to start the game and win the game. Last season was just always going behind, come back up. I need to just win the game. Just win it.
But you've got that in your mentality now, aren't you? You can go 1-0 down and just come back all guns blazing. So
yeah.
Shame Arsenal can't do that.
You see how he said that? He's like, yeah. Okay. What about you, Patrick?
obviously, as these guys are the champions after one match, they're about to win the trophy this year. Just after
20
one match.
times, 20 times.
Just after one match. So it's gonna be 3-1 United, man. Southampton decided to sell two of the best players, so I don't think they're gonna survive against United. But I think they'll make a goal because there's always a mistake in the game. And Lindelof.
Okay. Mo?
And yeah, I went, unfortunately, a 4-1 Man United victory, man. I think Southampton will definitely score. And if United play anything like what they did against Leeds, I can see them scoring 4 goals, man.
Okay.
And I'll take it. Okay.
I don't want to say it, but I got to be honest, bro. It's looking nice at the moment.
Hussam, did you go for Southampton?
No, I went for Man United 4, Southampton 0. This is the easiest game throughout the entire season. Southampton away, nothing. They can do nothing. The St. Mary's is one of the most silent stadiums in the league as well. They don't really sing, don't do fuck all in that stadium. United, as usual, really lucky with the start of the season, very easy. So don't be surprised if within 3 games they're top of the league and they're singing already. We're gonna win the league and stuff. Can't wait for squeaky bum time when they fall off. But anyway, we move 4-0 to Man United.
Look, it already started 21 and 22. Some people are saying, let's get this moving.
Oh
I
my
picked
God.
3-0 also for United, but yeah, let's go to Wolves Spurs. Nuno Espirito Santos versus his old team Wolves. Surely Wolves can do something against their old manager, or Nuno just knows them too well. Guys, what do you think?
I'm going 1-0 Spurs. 2 teams probably want to play 3 at the back. Probably going to try and counter each other. And it's going to be, maybe it won't be boring, but I'm not going to be excited by it. I think a simple
How dare you, Neeks? How dare you?
I don't know much about Wolves' manager, but I don't have high expectation of them this season.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll go 1-0.
Since Hussam's gone with the same score as you, Neeks, I just wanted Hussam to explain why did he go with that score also.
Spurs away at Wolves gonna shithouse another 1-0, probably park the bus again and all that good stuff. So I think, look, Nuno, I don't think he has a point to prove. I think they'll welcome him like a hero at Wolves because what he's done. But I still think Spurs beat Wolves by 1-0. That's the maximum I'm going for Spurs.
I personally went with the 2-1 because I just feel like they're gonna squeak it out. Nuno knows them too well. Mo, you went with a similar score line. You want to know? I want to know why.
Yeah, I feel exactly the same way as you, man. I think Nuno knows them very well, but I also think the Wolves manager is still trying to figure out what he wants to go with in that Wolves team. But also I just think I don't know what the situation is with Harry Kane or anything like that, but I generally do feel like if they have a stronger squad than what they did last week and coming off a Man City victory like that, yeah, man, Spurs, I think are going to do it, man. 2-1 to them.
Okay. And then you got Patrick and Alan are left. But before I go to Alan, Patrick, do you really think Spurs are going to get a clean sheet plus 2 goals?
I think so, man. I think this is what I'm going to say. Alan, I don't know if you can agree with me. What I've noticed, right, that Spurs team looks better when it has got those 3 speed merchants at the front. Every time Harry Kane was injured and those 3 guys play, like the Mourinho or whatever coach is there, plays the guys who are fast. That Spurs team looks better. But I know that Harry Kane is needed there to save them in case sometimes they're playing shit on a shit day. But overall, they were fluid, very well, pressed very well. The counter was very good. I think they'll be too much for Wolves. Wolves, I don't even, as anybody here, only a few of us can know who's coaching Wolves at the moment. I don't know. I didn't even know they had a coach. I thought it was just empty. They just came to this season empty. It's poor for Wolves. I think we were also discussing them as the ones that might go down this season. So I think the Wolves.
We had Wolves in the bottom 3, in the bottom 6.
Yeah, bottom 6.
That's where we put them in our prediction in the first week. Yeah. Alan, do you have faith in your team like everyone else here does?
So I agree. The front 3 do look better, especially when they're playing a really back line like Man City's. But with Spurs, I've gone for a 2-2. So I just think Spurs generally away from home aren't that good. Like we always struggle. Wolves, although we tend to do all right at their ground, we tend to do worse at ours against them. It's got that game for me. It's just got a feel of it's just gonna be one of them games that Spurs normally throw away, and it'll be a 2-2 draw.
Okay, and also, did Tadanga deserve to be sent off in that Man City game?
Yeah, the guy was holding. Did you see that video where he's holding Jack Grealish package? Well, like, is that tackling?
Why
Somebody
you
says
guys
it's a
so
masterclass.
soft, man?
Hey,
Why do you guys so soft, man?
No, wait, whoa. How is that a masterclass? You're holding another man's package. How is that a masterclass?
Let him hold it. It's part of the game. Part of the game. Stop complaining. You had 1 billion worth of players and lost to Tottenham without Kane. I don't want no excuses from you, bro. Pep Guardiola went to that stadium and lost for the 100th time in a row. No one gives a fuck. No one. If he held his private part, if he held his ass, if he held his nose, no one cares. Okay, you lost.
Were you guys not crying? Were you guys not crying when Pickford?
I never cried my entire life, okay? Because I've seen my team lift so many Champions Leagues. You have no idea. You've never even seen one.
I was at Van Dijk's funeral last year. I saw it. You know,
that's what I'm saying. These guys were crying after Van Dijk was too good. This guy was
frozen since 2013. Why are you talking?
Yeah, but you see, that's my point. That's my point. It's not a masterclass when you grab another man's package. It's not a masterclass.
I'll come for anyone. I'll come for anyone.
Guys, let's bring it back. West Ham. You can't lie. We'll save the Chelsea Arsenal for last. We'll go to Leicester West Ham first. Leicester West Ham. I like West Ham. I like their team. I like Antonio. I think he's a really good striker. I like their midfield. I like Soufal and Creswell. I think they're very underrated fullbacks. They produce very well in fantasy, especially. And when it comes down to it, West Ham are in that realm with Leicester now. Those teams fighting for those positions in Europe. So I'll give it to them. I think Leicester are still going to have too much for them. And in this, I don't even remember what I went for. I went with 2-1. Leicester. I just feel like Leicester are just going to squeak by it because they have the extra little quality. But what do you think, Husa?
I think I agree. Leicester will win this by 2-1. West Ham, the only club to benefit from no fans in the stadium. Toxic ground, toxic fans, toxic atmosphere. As soon as they concede 1 goal, immediately you'll see the stadium start booing and shit. That's just what West Ham do. I think Leicester win that game by 2-1. West Ham are another club that I would celebrate if they go down, but we have priorities. So we need Burnley down first, and then after that, we take it from there. But yeah, I think Leicester win this by 2-1.
Oh, by the way, James Maddison is not going to become an Arsenal player. I apologize to any Leicester fan that I made fun of all summer. He will be staying at Leicester. Patrick, what did you go with?
I don't know. I don't know if Maddison is going to play this, but I think he's going to be hyped now after he rejected Arsenal. Fair play to him. I don't know why Arsenal thought they would get him. It's as if you're trying to go for a player who's up there and you're down there anyway. I just wanted to point that out. So I think they're going to win 2-1. As Aston said, I think West Ham only survived because there was no fans last season, and I think that's the only advantage they had. But right now, under pressure, just watch them crumble again. And Moyes might become the same Moyes. People cannot put him in the... What you could say again? They can't put him in the list of the best Premier League managers of all time, like last season, which is ridiculous. So, you know what? 2-1 to Leicester.
Okay, someone just said Jesse Lingard to Arsenal. Stop it. Anyway.
I mean, he's better than Smith Rowe and Odegaard.
Yeah.
And Igal, he owns your stadium as well, so he can moonwalk as a home player. That's another thing.
Okay, so just for the record, me, Hussam, and Patrick have gone with the same scoreline, and it seems like Alan, Neeks, and Mo have all gone with 2-2. Guys, why
Mo's
is that?
gone full stop right now.
Oh, where'd he go?
Mo's gone. As soon as you mentioned Arsenal Chelsea, he's like, nah, fuck this shit. I'm out. And he left.
I think, listen.
You know why, Igal? I'll tell you why Mo left. Because if you win or draw that game, he's going to have a worse week than you've even had after losing to Brentford. You know why? Because you lost to Brentford. So the sentence will be, Brentford beat them, but you couldn't. Every single Chelsea fan will hear this sentence 100 times. So he's not ready. Mo's not ready. Trust me.
Okay. Alan, Neeks, why did you guys go with that scoreline?
Yeah, I think both of them have firepower. Both teams have got firepower. Antonio, Benrahma, they were on fire last week. Antonio even missed the penalty. And Leicester, I mean, they started the season well, you know, winning the Community Shield against Man City and winning 1-0 last week. So, I mean, they're not scoring a bag full of goals, but they're getting the job done. I think both teams have got the firepower to score the goals. But I don't see, at this early stage of the season, I don't think there's too much separating them.
Okay, I've changed the order because I realized you have to put the red teams on top because we've always been on top. Just in the right
okay,
order.
but Egal, at the moment you're at bottom, so just take yourself and put you at the bottom. No?
Egal, and if you look at it, we're actually in the correct order as well. First biggest club, we have the second, like the Olympics. Third over here, so the correct side. I'm happy. I like how the comment section is calling me Khabib as well. So.
We read from right to left like Arabic. First, second.
No. Allow it. Please. Allow it.
Okay. Anyways, let's keep it moving. Leicester and West Ham. So anyone who missed it, me, Hussam, and Patrick went with the same score line, which was 2-1 to Leicester. Mo, Alan, and Neeks all went with 2-2 draw. So if West Ham win, none of us get points. so remember that, guys. Now moving on to the main event, the event that everyone has been waiting for. The game that is going to be more than just a game. It's for pride. It's for respect. It's the fact that we're going to be getting slapped. I personally, I'm not backing my team this time. I'm just gonna be strategic. If we win, I'll be happy as a fan. If we lose, I'll get the 3 points. So I've gone 2-1 to Chelsea, and Lukaku not to score on his debut.
Oh,
that's your prediction. Lukaku not to score.
You predicted a Chelsea win, Igal?
You're gonna score 2-1.
Igal, you predicted a Chelsea win.
Yeah.
Strategic. Oh my goodness.
Hussam, this is what it is. If they win, at least I can know that I secured the point.
Bro, wow. I can't believe you're actually going with that, man. Come on. You have to back your team, Igal. Back your team.
It's the reverse logic. So if I bet for us to win, it's Egal tax. If I bet for us to lose, Egal tax, we might win.
I see. 8D chess right there.
There you go. Checkmate.
This is wizard's chess. This is
the only
Harry
Chelsea
Potter.
fan here. Actually, Alan's partially a Chelsea fan this game. So yeah, what are you saying?
I'm neither fan. I just want to see Arsenal get smoked. I was going to go for a 5-0 Chelsea win, but I reined it in a little bit, and I went for a Chelsea 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neeks?
See, I think Chelsea will win. Chelsea should win this game. Like, there's no logic that suggests Chelsea will not win this game. Therefore, Chelsea won't win this game. It's just how it goes. Everything points towards Chelsea winning, and therefore Chelsea's not going to win. So I predicted a 0-0. I don't know where it is. It's Arsenal. KJ would call it the Arsenal judge. Like, just one way or another, when everyone thinks, all right, Arsenal are going to lose, they're going to get battered against Chelsea, battered against City, Arteta sacked at the international break, they're going to end after 3 games probably with 3 points. Somehow they eke out a win against someone. I don't know. It's very, very weird. I don't know what goes on over at the Emirates, but I'm going to go 0-0.
Okay, Hussam, what are you going with?
Don't you think you should come to me last? Because Mo hasn't spoken yet. Because I think I have the most shocking result predicted yet.
Okay, we'll go to you last then. Patrick?
Look, let's be honest. After the shambles we saw last week from Arsenal and that defense, you can't tell me that even Werner is going to score in this game. I can tell you this. Werner is going to smoke your defense. Lukaku, if he plays, he's just too much for your defense. Egal, no hard feelings. I just felt bad for you guys. I almost cried on Friday just for you guys because it's my mom's team. So I knew my mom somewhere is hurting. So look, you guys are going to get smoked. I went for a 4-1.
Look at how he's sitting.
4-1 at the Emirates.
4-1. I'm like,
it's not a fortress. Let's be honest. The Emirates isn't a fortress. Let's be honest.
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. What do you mean 4-1 at the Emirates as if it's something scary?
I'm just saying, not saying that it can't happen. It's just going to be so embarrassing, and the fans are walking out after 60 minutes. Like,
do you know they walked out in the other game? Did you see them walk out in the other game? And one of your men threw a bottle. I think it was on TV. I saw it on Sky.
I think the reason why Arsenal tend to do better against bigger teams is what relegation battle teams do, don't they? They perform better against the bigger teams. So
yeah, they turn up.
They
turn
up.
Exactly. The test is negative, by the way. He could play this game.
Okay.
Does that change anything? No?
You need all the help you can get.
Okay, Mo, as a Chelsea fan, Lukaku's debut, second game of the season. How are you feeling going into it, and what do you think is going to happen?
First of all, I need to get a few things out of the way, guys. The internet cut me off when I had so much to say, yeah? Hussam saying that, yeah, he's never cried in his life. Come on, man. Steven Gerrard slipped. He slipped and lost his damn title, and you're telling me you
Look at
never
this
cried.
guy, man. Look at this guy with his Tesco Wi-Fi. Shut
Bro.
up. Listen, if it wasn't for Roman, you'd be in the third division. Allow it, man.
That's what I'm saying. Be honest, bro. Forget about my Wi-Fi. Be honest, at least with yourself, bro. You did cry, bro.
Listen, I support a club with European royalty. My team has won 6 Champions Leagues. My team has given me moments. My team has given me Dortmund, AC Milan, Barcelona. I was talking to Patrick because he hasn't won the Champions League. Why are you so insecure? Your club have 2.
No, I'm not being insecure.
Why are you attacking me?
I'm saying you gotta be honest here. You just gotta be honest out here, yeah? And a minute ago, you were saying, oh, yeah, Arsenal are one of the big clubs here. Yeah, they ain't won no Champions League. At least be consistent in your views, innit? Anyways, let's move on. I don't really care for this so much, innit, yeah? What I will say is this. One thing is very, very clear to me, yeah? I'm going to be there at the Emirates, yeah? Anything but a win is not good for us. Like, I'm telling you right now, if we draw, I am pissed. I'm telling you
out.
Yeah? Out of the pitch. No, not Tuchel out. What the fuck, bro? Calm down. That's
Oh, sorry.
Say that again. Anything but
we're not that kind of fan, bro. Come on, bro. Let's
say it again. Say it again, man, with your chest out.
What I will say is this. Anything but a win is not good enough for me. Let's be frankly honest, yeah? I would be pissed because let's be frankly honest. This is Arsenal at their poorest, bro. They are shit. They're in a bad place, yeah? Anything but a win is needed in this situation for me. Anything but a win is not good enough for me, right? Let me put it this way. To say that Lukaku won't score is absolutely ridiculous. Unless he does not get on that pitch, that's the only way this brother is not scoring.
How is that ludicrous? What has he done at Chelsea yet? Nothing.
What has he done at Chelsea? So that's we're going to count it on just Chelsea, yeah? All right, cool. We'll get back to that.
But it's not even a diss. A player hasn't even played a game for you yet. For me to predict for him not to score in his debut is not unrealistic.
So you watch Ivan Toney literally bully Ben White, and you're going to tell me that this guy has a chance against Lukaku. Let's be frankly honest with each other. Yeah, if Lukaku
we're going to play back 3, it's going to be completely different.
Okay, cool. Play whatever you want, bro. We're winning, and it's going to be 3-1. Let me give you my score prediction, yeah? We're going to go to the Emirates. We're going to smash it. It's going to be crazy out there, and we're going to come out and laugh at your faces. That's what we're going to do in it. Let's be honest.
Please, somebody clip this. Somebody clip this.
I don't care, bro. Chelsea's winning, bro.
You know what? You got to back. He's backing his team. You got to give him respect.
I'm backing my team 100%, and I'm backing my player as well.
So you got United fans saying Lukaku shit. Okay, let's talk about Lukaku since he's the big Chelsea signing, and then we'll talk about Ramsdale and everything in a bit.
You said that so depressed.
I haven't yet made my prediction, by the way.
Go ahead.
We have to shock the world.
Shock us.
Shock the world. Listen, there's common sense behind this, okay? I'll give you the common sense right now. I went for Arsenal 2, Chelsea 2. That's my honest prediction. Here's the thing. Look, I'll explain it to you. For some fucking reason, whenever Arsenal play Chelsea, Arsenal turn into 1974 Brazil. You can just smell it. Like you can feel it in the air. Arsenal's defense, like whoever it was, like it could be Mustafi playing on Sunday and suddenly he'll become like prime Thiago Silva for some reason. Like this is just what Arsenal do against Chelsea sometimes. I've seen this movie before, the same way I've seen the movie of Spurs beating City. I've seen this movie of Arsenal beating Chelsea. So all I'm gonna say is, look, if Arsenal turn up on Sunday and give it their all, and Arteta does not just all out go crazy stupid and actually play like a 5 at the back and properly try to double mark Lukaku, try to do something, I've seen Lukaku not show up in big games a lot of times. Let's not act like he's a big game player. Oh, he's played in the Champions League final and scored goals. Neeks will tell you he watched him with United. I watched him as well with United, Everton, whoever. When there is a big game, Lukaku does not turn up as much as you need him to. Lukaku is good for beating the other 15 teams in the league, but when when Chelsea are playing Liverpool, I'm not worried about Lukaku whatsoever. I'm more worried about Timo Werner. because of his pace, because he can run in behind. I know Lukaku will be in Van Dijk's pocket. I'm not worried about that whatsoever. But when it comes to Arsenal away, the thing is, they don't have a defender of that ilk. So they need to out-tactically like have two guys on him or do something together. In the formation I played when I did my formation for Arsenal, I put Tierney left centre back, and then I put Tavares as the left wing back. And that way I'll actually have Tierney and another guy on Lukaku. And I think that's a way of stopping him, in my opinion. But I think, look, if Arsenal play the smart defensive game, they just hit Chelsea on the counter-attack. They are at the Emirates Stadium. It's going to be packed. It's not a surprise to me if they do draw against them. At the end of the day, they beat them twice last season. So it's not really that shocking. So I'm going 2-2 for Arsenal Chelsea.
Hassam, I think that's where you've gone wrong. You having Arsenal and smart defensive in the same sentence isn't right. So I think that's where you've gone wrong.
True. That is true. I'll give you that. But I take it. So this is my prediction.
To say that it will be packed is wrong because their tickets are still on general sale, by the way. Just to let you know.
It'll be packed. Guarantee you it'll be packed. Guarantee.
It will be packed. But
that never happens.
Teams are doing that.
Chelsea don't usually go on general sale.
No, but look at this. Look at the 3 times we played each other.
It shouldn't be on general sale, but it is, guys.
The 3 times we played each other, the last 3 times we played each other, you know what happened.
So Chelsea are due a win. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. So wait a minute. Egal. Can I just ask one question? So you predicted a Chelsea win, but you're out here like talking still like you want Arsenal to win and Arsenal to win.
I told you. I'm being strategic.
Okay.
I'm being strategic.
All right.
I should have done it first week. I should have predicted Brentford to win, just to be strategic then too.
Okay.
Yeah, I think this might be the game that gets Arteta sacked. I hope he does get sacked.
He won't get sacked. He won't. The club are keeping
in Kroenke in. Like, let them stay.
I just gotta say this, Neeks. Thank you for your time. I know you gotta go. Appreciate it, bro.
Man. Bless up, man. Thank you.
My guy.
Bye, Neeks. Congrats on winning the league. 1 game in. Congrats.
Thank you. 21. Thank you.
Okay, so now that Neek's gone, we can safely talk about Ramsdale and Odegaard. Guys,
you're not safe, guys, because I'm here, and I'm very hard on Ramsdale. Just so you know.
Yesterday is me and my beloved's wife's anniversary, and I said to myself, I'm gonna hide my phone from myself, and I'm gonna go out. I got a COVID shot, and I went and bowling, had dinner, did a bunch of stuff, right? So as I've done all this, I left my phone at home. I come home, it's like 7 something in the evening. All this Arsenal news is popping off my phone. People are telling me, where the hell are you? Are you doing a video? This is that. I'm like, why? What happened? I put out a tweet. Any Arsenal news? ? All I see is Ramsdale's done. Odegaard's done. It looks like Arsenal might be selling a bunch of players. Everything's happening. I think from now on, I'm just going to hide my phone because if I see anything good or anything bad, it tends to happen when I'm missing in action. This is crazy. But Ramsdale makes no sense. Honestly, why we're spending 30 million on a backup goalkeeper is ridiculous. Anyone here ever spent 30 million on a backup goalkeeper who's going to be your number 1 next season? Doesn't make sense even that. There's so many keepers out in world football. We could get Carlo Neves from PSG for 5 million. It just makes no sense. I don't get it. Yeah. Then you got Odegaard. I prefer Maddison, but Odegaard's 22. I get it. He played in the team last year, and everything around the club. As an Arsenal fan, I'm optimistic towards things that we could do. But even they're breaking me, man. It's just annoying. I said to one of my friends yesterday, my uncle gave me a Shevchenko shirt back in 2008, and I asked him to return it for a Rozovsky shirt. Things could have been different.
I mean, listen. You can't change the club who you support. You have to go through the tough times. Like, listen, I'm really loudmouthed right now, and I was loudmouthed my entire life. Even though my club wasn't that successful growing up, I got bullied by United fans, Arsenal fans, whoever. Like, haha, you've never won the league, blah blah blah. At the end of the day, now I'm sitting here with the most major trophies in England and stuff. So there is a hope. There is hope for you, Igal. There is, at the end of the day, listen, at the end of the tunnel, there is light, okay? It's not going to be this shit forever. So you're just going to have to ride throughout the bad times. And here's the thing. Unfortunately, you're riding throughout the bad times the wrong way, because I've always said this, Arsenal are Liverpool 10 years ago. This transfer window you're having right now, it stinks of the transfer window we had when we bought Charlie Adam, Stuart Downing, that transfer window. We spent a lot that time as well. We spent a lot. We spent almost 100 million, which back then was 100 million in a transfer window. So we spent a lot of money. You are spending a lot of money, but you're spending it in the wrong way. Even the Ben White transfer, I could easily argue, you take that 50 million, you buy 35 million Bissouma, you buy 50 million Max Aarons, you've already solved 2 problems. And then you take it from there. Tavares is another thing. Okay, he's good. He's a good player, all that good stuff. But why are you improving your backups when your first 11 isn't ready? Before I look at the bench and try to improve the bench, I improve the first 11. So that's a problem. Why is Listen, Dizzy. Don't get me to start roasting you right now. And Igal, I see what you're doing. Yeah, there have been a couple of comments on the comment section, all going like, I love this Liverpool guy, all this stuff. You haven't put them up, but as soon as Dizzy tries to slander me, put it up. Yeah, fair enough. I think with Ramsdale, my honest opinion, he was the worst keeper in the league last season, hands down. Worst keeper. I don't give a fuck what the stats say. I've seen it with my own eyes. Worst keeper, and I think he does not improve Arsenal whatsoever. He's nowhere near Leno, and I think if Arsenal had 1% of brains, you buy Onana, whether he can play in 4, 5 months, 9 months, it doesn't matter. You buy him because he's a guy who's played in Champions League semi-finals. Experience, he brings calm, he brings composure, he's played in big moments. Something which, exactly, thank you CFC time. This guy's been bigging me up the entire time. So with Onana, he's played in those big moments. So even if he comes in after 5, 6 months, he still will make a difference. He still challenge Leno. If I'm Leno right now and I see Ramsdale walking through in the door, I am not bothered whatsoever.
See, this is what you get for passing my internet, bro. Carry on.
Am I gone or am I still here?
No, you had a moment.
You're still there, but for 1 second you were pixelated like Pixar.
Yeah.
I like for me, Gao, I have a question for you though. Okay, I'll say something, whatever. Look, you guys have been spending money, right? And the money you spent, if you look at certain players, there's players out there that you can still spend that money on and they'll make your club better. But I don't understand Ramsdale. Like, look at his list. Somebody showed me a list. There's a list of 4 teams he's played in and they've all gone down. All of them. And you guys looked at that and say, oh, that's our guy. Ramsdale's. Why didn't you go to other teams like Burnley and try force Nick Pope out of the place, you know? Like I don't think he would cost that much. 30 mil. We bought Edison for 30 mil and you guys have bought Ramsdale for 30. Look at that. That's the list over there. Look at that. How many times he's brought teams down. That's him in goal. And the Arsenal board say, this is our man. That looks like me at the bottom too. Obviously, it's me.
that's the best thing you've said all three, Mike.
Look, man, I'm like Bissouma. Why didn't you guys not go after Bissouma? Like, look at this. Now Partey is injured again, and your whole midfield doesn't have an enforcer. You've got Xhaka, who only performs at his home country, but never performs for Arsenal. If you guys think Aubameyang is going to come back, I think he's done. I think after you give him the money, he doesn't care. Like I said, he used to be a baller. He came to your team, no longer a baller. I don't know, man. I'm just like, for me, the only reason why I feel sympathetic for Arsenal is my mom, because she's so passionate, but she used to have her days, so it's good she feels the pain. But there's other people you can buy out there. Even go buy a keeper from the academy in another team. Like, go find somebody else. But I don't know. Ramsdale, 30 mil, 35 mil. Bissouma, wasn't he rated for 40 or something? People were saying you can get Bissouma for 40. Why don't you? I don't know. I'm lost, man. I don't know. Anyway, I hope you guys come back, man. We need you guys back.
Who's we? Who's we? Speak for yourself, bro. We don't need them back. Allow it, bro.
Thank you.
I don't occupy myself with relegation battle clubs. You know, I don't look that far down.
Wow,
so
Alan.
I just look forward.
That's harsh. That's harsh, man. Kicking a man while he's
to be fair, Ramsdale was at the club for him. Ramsdale was at the club for him.
Let me show you something. This is our team last year, right? If you can see this, Okay, so that's the team.
You spent what you're going to say is you spent like 150 million for pretty much the exact same team.
We spent 160 million, and this is the new team. What has changed?
Ben White.
David Luiz changed to Ben White. That's it.
And that's it.
You know what I find weird? Like, on that left side, I've always felt like, shouldn't Saka be there? Obviously, Martinelli is not favored by Arteta at the moment. but why is Saka not put on that left side? I really don't understand.
Yeah, I don't get that. Why is it Pepe / Saka? Saka should have a starting place in that team. Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense to me. Like, why would you be rotating with? Let's be frankly honest. Like, this team, Arsenal needs to think long term. Like, it's not about fixing everything in one transfer window because that's unrealistic. Arsenal have to think long term, and the way that they can do this is you make signings that honestly are hopefully going to bang in the next 2 to 3 years, rather than just they're going to bang now. The fact of the matter is, not having Champions League or any European football for that matter, it's going to go against you unless you pay over the odds for players, unless you offer big ass wages. It's going to be difficult to convince a lot of these players because they're going to get interest from other big clubs, and therefore they're going to always favorite those types of clubs, unless the guy obviously has some sort of connection with Arsenal from the past, etc., so on and so forth.
Ramsdale.
It's not in your favor.
Loves the club. Yeah.
I heard Neves was twerking for Man United and Bissouma was twerking for Liverpool, and they're waiting for them to come in for them. So even if Arsenal sold Xhaka, we would have to wait until the end of the window to get those players.
No. Bissouma was never twerking for Liverpool. I think he was twerking for Arsenal. He wanted Arsenal. Like Liverpool came. Yeah. The story is Liverpool came into him, and Bissouma said, "No, I want to go to Arsenal. I support Arsenal." So obviously Liverpool, we are a prideful club, so we're not going to go back into him. You want Arsenal? Go rot at Arsenal. So. Yeah. That's basically what we're going to do.
Yeah. The thing is, I'll be honest here. Growing up as a Spurs fan in Arsenal shadow, I'll be honest, it was really like watching you guys win everything, watching you guys like with the players you did and all that. It was always like, oh, envious of what you are. Let's fast forward that 20 years later into what you have become. You've dropped so much. But the thing that most Arsenal fans now are like, yeah, this is what we are. But you have some of the Arsenal fans that just still say that they're bigger than Chelsea. Like now, not like overall. They say they're bigger than Chelsea, bigger than Liverpool, and all bigger than stuff like that. And it's just not. You need to accept where you are. Trust me, as a Spurs fan growing up, I accepted we were lower mid-table, sometimes even lucky to stay in the Premier League. It's just where we are. We've got better. We still haven't won anything, but we've got better. But Arsenal have fallen so far from where they were. And you just have to admit, at the moment, you're a mid-table team.
And can I translate what Alan's saying, Igal? He's basically saying accept mediocrity right now. That's basically what Alan's saying.
How long has it been since
that's how I heard
Spurs won the league?
We haven't won it since 61, 51, 61?
Yeah.
We haven't won it since...
Just goes to show you, if Arsenal went 20 years, which we might in 3 years' time, it's going to be spoken about highly. They're 50 years in. No one talks about it.
Oh, no, people do. People mock us all the time. The last time you won a league title was in black and white. You know, people mock us all the time. I'm used to it.
Wait. You guys keep saying mid-table. Are you trying to say that Arsenal are going to finish poor again this season?
Do you guys, okay. Do you
roughly where you are at the moment after Spurs beat you last week?
Do you think we're going to finish higher than 8th?
Sorry.
At the moment, I would say no. At the moment, based on what I'm seeing, I don't feel like that's the case. Like, I don't feel like you're gonna. I don't feel like the squad has actually strengthened in a manner that, for example, some of the other teams have. But again, this all fully depends on if you can find momentum. Momentum is actually some of the most like amazing thing that can happen with players. And when you find that confidence, they can start turning into players that do something. But right now, when you look at Arsenal, there just seems to be a lot of turmoil. And one thing I have to say to Arsenal fans, I get your frustration. I get the history of the club. I get the pride that you have. I get why you want so much for your club. What I don't understand, however, is why you are cussing out players that are just joining your club. They are not part of the problem. They are not who you should be aiming your frustrations at. It should be at the people that own the club. Those are the ones that you should be aiming your frustrations at. I get why you're feeling it, but just aim it towards the right direction, in my honest opinion. You're not going to make these players perform better by actually taking it out on them. I'm just letting you know.
I think it's not just the people that own the club. It's like your people like to do. Even Arteta has to take some blame because
100%.
The people they're buying and the team they're assembling, like Arsenal fans, to be honest, 20 years ago, you would have been like, I don't want a team like this. You know, the players you've had come through that club, quite a few of these aren't good enough for Arsenal. They're not. So it's from Arteta upwards you have to look at.
Okay. Is London blue?
Now, yeah.
100%, yeah.
Yeah, now it is. Let's be fair.
If you talk overall, if you talk historically, then it's still red. But at this moment in time, last 10, 15 years, it's blue.
The same as Manchester, it's blue right now, right now.
As of right now, but historically, it's red. Never, you have to do a lot to change that.
No, I'm saying as in
put your
Champions
Leagues on the table, please, Patrick. Put them
Which is what I was going to say. Like, this is what I was going to say. Is when people make up their decisions, do they make it up just on domestic sort of trophies, or do you make it on the overall picture? Because at the end of the day, if you're making an overall picture, as much as Arsenal have certain trophies that are over us in terms of Premier League titles, etc., I get it, but you have no European pedigree in comparison to us. So it's like, for me, I just feel like the debate is almost like it's redundant because it depends on how you look at it. It's subjective to each person.
Exactly. So for me, North London for the longest time was red. For the smallest microscopic second, it was white, and now North London's dead. Let's be honest.
Wait, the only thing white about North London right now is Ben White.
What was that? Sorry.
The only thing white about North London is Ben White.
When was what?
Alan, one question. You're saying there was like one moment where it was white.
Yeah.
Can I ask what was that moment that made that happen? Because I generally don't think that at all.
Wait, did you sneak that in? Saying it was white? It was never white. Are you trying to say Spurs?
The season they reached the Champions League final, it was white for a second. Come on.
Just that's what I mean. Like a little microscopic second. Not more. I'm not trying to claim anything bigger than that.
It technically wasn't, because the moment that Sissoko had the handball, it was done.
But we were in the final. How many seasons had you been in the final? Been in the Champions League before you reached the final? We were in the final in our third or fourth season.
Good question.
Fourth or fifth. You were in the Champions League for like 16 years, or no?
It would have been
2003, weren't you?
When did they make the Champions League? 2000.
The final was 2006. The Champions League. What do you mean? When did they make it?
Champions League? But when did they invent the Champions League format as it is now?
It was.
I think early 90s. I think.
Yeah.
Okay, so from 95 to 2006, so 11 years.
Yeah, we haven't been in the Champions League 11 years.
No, but how are you better if you didn't win anything? Like, to me, that's what doesn't make sense.
No, because we were the best of the rest.
Talking about specific times, not historically.
Not like historically.
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why what Alan's saying is correct. Honestly speaking, I'll tell you why. Because in that time frame, in that period, if you were a player, okay, you would rather go to Tottenham than go to Arsenal, because for that very second, exactly. Patrick can't talk, and you see how I'm the loudest when the Champions League is mentioned. So for that specific moment, a player would probably go to Tottenham over Arsenal. Just that specific moment. And Mo, you asked a question earlier. You said, how do we measure who's the bigger club? To me, I use the same measuring stick for all of them. Major trophies. Whoever has the most major trophies is the bigger club. I don't count Community Shield. So Chelsea are 2 away now from Arsenal. So if they win the Club World Cup and like an FA Cup or something, they go level on Arsenal. So that's a
wait. What are you basing this on?
Domestic.
Major trophies. What do you mean domestic?
Am I tripping? Okay, so take out Community Shield, obviously.
You have 30.
So you're counting Club World Cup, Super Cup, all those other things as major trophies.
Yes, they are.
Okay,
you have to win something to be in the Super Cup. You don't have to win something to be in the Community Shield.
But Community Shield, don't you have to win the FA Cup or
no, you don't.
No.
If someone wins the double and you finish second, you play in the Community Shield.
Wait, you have you want what? You finish what?
So in the Community Shield, if you can have the team that wins the Premier League and win the FA Cup as a team in there, and then the team that finishes second in the league will go into the Community Shield plan.
We played you in the Community Shield when we didn't win anything.
Let me just clarify this.
Oh yeah, I remember.
Chelsea have 4 Community Shields. Arsenal have 15. You remove 15 Community Shields from Arsenal's 48 current trophies, right?
Yeah,
you know how many trophies we have? We still have.
It's not 48.
No, we have 33
still.
No, we have 48 major trophies. Okay, so with our 48 total major trophies, yes, 48.
I saw this on Sky. Arsenal has 30 major trophies.
I'm telling you right now, Arsenal. Go Wikipedia. Arsenal have 48 major trophies total.
48.
48 trophies. Take out the Community Shield. Take out the Community Shield. Take out the Community Shield. Then we have what? 33, right? So we have 33 trophies. That's after Community Shields subtracted. Chelsea currently have 31 trophies. You take away their 4 Community Shields, they still have what? 27 trophies. So how is it that a team that has 27 trophies in comparison to a team that has what? 33? They could win 3 trophies this year with the Super Cup, Club World Cup. So that now
they've already won the Super Cup.
Okay, so they already won the Super Cup, so that's 28 trophies, right? If you win the Club World Cup and you win what? That's 29 trophies. You still need to win 5 more trophies to
I'll send you the picture after the stream. It was on Sky and Arsenal had 30 next to it. So I don't know where you're getting that number from.
I'm counting every major trophy in addition to the trophies like the Cup Winners' Cup. I'm counting the old intercity European trophy, all those trophies.
Intertoto? You're
counting that? But you know what?
That would be like Alan counting the Audi Cup. Allow it, man. Allow it.
Yeah, but you know what?
I do count that.
But out of the whole list here, me and my Chelsea friend here, the only team we know one day we're going to reach easily is you guys. I think so. We see. I say with my chest out that I know Liverpool is a stretch. I know United is a stretch. But Arsenal, one day, City and Chelsea might go over or reach Arsenal faster than they will reach the other guys.
You still worry about surpassing Chelsea before you talk about surpassing Arsenal. Okay?
I think we will. Am I wrong though? That the closest one to reach is Arsenal.
You know how difficult it is to get 13 league titles.
Bro, they've grabbed 3 titles in what? Under Pep in how many years? They're grabbing titles.
They've won 3 of the last 4. They've won 3 of the last 4, haven't they?
In the Premier League, yeah.
Yeah.
League Cup, God knows how many they've collected since freaking Pep has been there.
They've won the last 4.
He swept all the Carabao Cups.
You know what I mean? Like, in terms of collecting trophies, Man City are doing a madness right now. And it shouldn't be happening, but it is.
They can collect all of that. It's showing they can't collect 3 points at the new Tottenham Stadium, eh?
Alan,
you want to talk about trophies. Alan, also talk about trophies.
Have a good one. This is it for today's video. Hopefully, everyone's predictions they do well. I will have the scoreboard updated for next week, and I'll add Alan and Neeks. But you know what, Hussam? I see what you're doing. You're smart. You're going against the grain all the time. Once again, if his predictions go again, I can see him getting double digits. Getting double-digit predictions, by the way, is very difficult. Everybody who's watching this video, in the comment sections of this video, if you can put your predictions in, we'll see who does better than us in the comment section. So once the video is done, do your predictions for the actual games in the comment section. I'll really appreciate that. Anyways, have yourselves a wonderful day, guys. We're out of here. Peace out, everyone. We'll see you guys soon.
See you later.